Hello, fireflies. Goddess of Fire here, back for another fire conversation. Sorry it's been a minute. Life has been throwing me a couple of curveballs and trying to redirect me in some different directions. So I've just been, life happens. So I've been just trying my best to navigate those changes as best I know how. So Hot Topics Day is the week of December 20th through December 26th. We have a lot going on this week. Capricorn season begins, winter solstice, Yule begins, Saturn and Jupiter alignment that everybody's been talking about, and both of those planets have entered into the sign of Aquarius. We got Christmas, but overall, the energy that's the crazy chaotic energy that's kind of been swirling around lately, I feel that it's starting to settle and it's beginning to ground. Definitely some strong emotional pulls right now. It was interesting when I was kind of, getting into the zone before I started this reading and, taking some notes and seeing what topics needed to be discussed. I was listening to music, and right as I was writing the line, strong emotional pulls right now, the song Out of My Mind by B.O.B. started to play. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with that song, but if you've been feeling out of your mind, that could be it. We've had a lot of planetary shifting happening. The solar new moon eclipse just occurred on the 14th. Chiron station direct on the 15th. So just a lot of moving and shaking happening, and definitely a lot of leveling up too. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started and pull some guidance cards and see, what supportive energies or themes are kind of floating for us this week, just with everything that's going on. I hope you guys are doing well. This year has been wild, but it's almost over. It's interesting that this is the year of stability, but it has felt so unstable. Yeah, trader, exchange energy to create abundance. Everything is energy. Money is energy. Time is energy. The chair I'm sitting on and the desk I'm laying my cards out, these cards are energy. So just bearing that in mind, if there's any sort of, lack conscious energy that's flowing through you, feeling like you don't have enough, put some effort into maybe creating some more gratitude within your life. So exchanging positive energy will bring you back positive energy. I actually had a personal reading today where I explained this to my client. The mind is powerful. I tell you guys this all the time too. What you think you create. The mind is the ringleader to the circus of your life. It could be a really awesome show, or it could be chaos, lions not jumping through hoops, attacking the elephants, whatever. And the whole tent could burn down. But it's just putting a good focus on things. I was telling her, every time you pay a bill, say thank you because you have the money for that bill, and that's going to bring positive money back into your pocket. So if anybody has been feeling like they're lacking, then that is what you should be addressing. So 3 cards wanted to come out. Okay. The eagle, see from a higher perspective. This is definitely tapping into our higher selves this week and kind of seeing the big picture as opposed to the little details. I hate to be corny, but having a bird's eye view of things can change perception. And as humans, it's difficult to, Sorry for all this wrestling. I'm trying to move some things around so I have more space. But as humans, you know, we want what we want when we want things. And if you can kind of take a look at the bigger picture and see from a higher perspective, that'll allow you to kind of take a step back and, okay, if you're feeling stuck, look how far you've come. There's still so much left of your journey to continue. Yeah, that's a really important message for I think a lot of us right now. No matter what things look like, don't give up. That was one of my spiritual teachers taught me that a long time ago. No matter what things look like, don't give up. And that is how you bring manifestations into your forefront. That's how you create the experience you're wanting to see. Turn on some more light so I can see these pictures better. And then we have the Fire Guardian, which is great because we are still, you know, we're finishing out Sagittarius season, and, you know, action-oriented, freedom seekers, the ones that want to learn more, the explorers. So igniting your passions, definitely tapping into things that are going to give you unprecedented joys. Simple things right now is what a lot of us need to be focusing on. And trying really hard not to focus on the little details. I think taking time for yourself to follow passions, create new hobbies, things like that. You know, if you've been wanting to learn macrame, do it. If you have been wanting to, you know, make things for people, just make them. Don't let certain things fall by the wayside just because everything else seems chaotic. Sometimes the best thing we can do is take care of ourselves, and that's leading me into the last card, which is the Winter card. I feel like this is definitely strong solstice energy. Taking care of your needs, you know. Being able to take pride in yourself, you know, if you've kind of been lacking in self-care. And sometimes this can even be basic needs like taking a shower or reading a book, things like that. Feed your soul the way that it needs to be satisfied. But just make sure they're healthy choices and things that you actually want to do. Oh shit. Luck is on your side. Yes, yes it is. New moon in Sagittarius. That's definitely pulling back to the new moon solar eclipse we just had on the 14th. I feel like there's a more focused energy. That's why I'm being drawn so strongly to the bow and arrow in the picture. It's just really setting your sights on what's meaningful to you, what is for your highest good. And then full moon in Gemini, the answers you need are coming. So if you've been feeling like you've had some unanswered prayers or unanswered questions lately, definitely what you've been seeking is going to come to the forefront. I don't know how else to describe it. I was going to try to say something more profound, but I guess that's, you know, the cut and dry of it. And now I want to see, I normally do this a little bit later, but I want to see what some of the challenges we're going to be facing this week are. The energy is so jumpy. Challenges are we going to be facing this week? I feel like there's just going to be the challenge, first and foremost, of loneliness. And also, I feel like there might be some work challenges that are coming up. It could be too with, Christmas this week. A lot of places aren't going to be open or shutting down or what have you. So I feel like a challenge is that maybe you might not be able to distract yourself with work. But I also see this as you being able to kind of focus on yourself too. Another challenge is concern. I think this is just overall like a culmination of some emotions that maybe people have been trying to run away from. And then I just think overall just concern for the coming year. That's what this feels like too. Like, okay, well, we're at the end of this year, and this year has been a complete and utter, shit show. What's next year going to be like? What is next year going to provide for us? I think there is a little bit of worry towards the future, but I think that's a natural thing to have, especially when things have been so uncertain. So that's what's challenging us. And now I want to see what is going to support us this week. Honor and good luck, the Griffin. Yeah, this is just definitely screaming towards that Saturn-Jupiter alignment. I feel like this is like wish season. Make a wish. Make a wish. That's what I keep hearing over and over. Make a wish. Yeah. And as I'm saying that, let your intentions be known. You got to speak what you seek until you see it. I've been saying this over and over for the past couple weeks. Speak what you seek until you see it. And that is going to be an important message for someone or all of you lovelies. Now, I am going to break into the tarot and see what else this week has in store for us. It's really good information though, straight out the gate. One, fly out. Yeah. It's a resurrection happening, a restart, a closing out. This karma. Judgment has to do with karma. It's like a restart, a refresh. And then the Ace of Swords. This is coming. And then the Six, the Lovers came out after that. This definitely feels like having clarity in situations, relationships, decision making right now. If you've been on the fence about anything, stay or go as far as a relationship, a job, anything that you are heavily connected to, that's coming forward. And then the Queen of Pentacles came out. And that's just coming into a more grounded energy. I feel like this is really representative of Capricorn season coming in and grounding us. But that's a blessing. She's holding on to a blessing, and that could look differently for different people. Oh, wow. There's going to be a lot of communication this week. But it feels like very unrehearsed. Just page energy is the kind of novice energy. A lot of people would say, you know, that's the immature energy, but I don't really like to necessarily say that unless that's really strongly presented. But to me, this feels like speaking your truth, and that's coming from a place that you haven't spoken from truth before. So for example, if you're not really good at expressing emotions or speaking your mind or having productive conversations, that's what's happening, is you're beginning to learn that. We also have the King of Pentacles, and I tell you guys all the time, this is how I view Saturn. So with him coming into the picture, there's definitely some karmic payouts that are going to be happening this week. Luck is changing for a lot of us, and that's giving us lots of reasons to celebrate. Moving away from feeling lack consciousness. I'm going to pull another card on this, Five of Pentacles, because that's like feeling like you're left out in the cold, like you don't have enough, like you're, you know, just having a hard time getting all that you need. And this is because you've changed your perspective. You're getting that bird's eye view. You're seeing things a little bit differently, and you've got your energy back. You've got your spark back. What else is coming through this week? Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. It's a big shift. A big karmic shift happening. And it's taken all year to get to this point, as I'm looking at all the seasons represented right here. Yeah, big, quick changes happening. This is a lot of movement, a lot of things taking flight. Remember in the beginning when I said, you know, a lot of the chaotic energy is starting to ground itself. I feel like that's what this is. There's a lot of movement, a lot of shifts happening at a very, very rapid at a very, very rapid rate. Yeah, there's a sense of stability coming through. Shit. And just an overall letting go. There's a huge release that's happening. You're taking what you want. You're taking what fulfills you and letting the rest fall away. I'm going to get another card on this Eight of Wands. To me, this feels like no matter what has kind of tried to come and stand in the way of anything that you're trying to achieve, any moves you're trying to make, you know, this feels very indicative of 2020 just in a whole. Like, no matter what tries to block you or stop you or tempt you to go in another direction, you're still moving. Another card on this Devil. And then we will wrap this up. Yeah, you broke the cycles. You broke the cycles that would have stopped you from moving forward. What's helping you find balance right now with this Four of Wands? What's making you feel connected? Justice. This is karmic. Karmic healing. What's making you feel balanced is working, doing the work, healing, balancing things out. Letting go of the illusions and confusions. Get a card on this Five of Cups. What's allowing you to let things fall away this week? Wow. This solstice. This celebration of the returning of the sun. And this is healing. This is illumination. And this is also it's interesting because the sun is a masculine energy, but this is being represented by a woman with 2 children. So I think this is really truly learning that both have such a pivotal place in your life. This is a full mending of the 2 sides. You can be strong and soft. And that's through all the trials and tribulations you've gone through. And this feels like it's been for, you know, the past 3 to 5 years, honestly, if not longer for some of you. You learn to be soft and strong. You learn how to be nurturing and also authoritative. It's really beautiful energy. All right. And here is the message. A postcard from Spirit to wrap it up. Dear you, there is only one you, and you have a unique place in the universe. Sometimes situations come up that challenge you to be authentic, and that means you have to be fully yourself and let go of being what you think others may want. Now is not the time to conform to other people's standards or expectations. Be proud of who you are and be courageous. Stand tall in your convictions. Being yourself is a powerful statement and will only lead you to success and ultimately happiness. Don't compare yourself to other people. Want what you have, choose what your heart wants, and know your purpose is yours alone. No one else can claim your magic nor take it away. When you place authenticity and originality high on your list of priorities and give them a prominent place in your awareness, extraordinary things happen. Your life is a beautiful one. Love you always and forever. So yeah, this is a true celebration of you coming into your own. So be proud of that. I hope this was helpful for this week. Until next time, guys.